Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this reading. This reading is a weekly reading from Monday to Thursday, May 4th to the 7th, 2026, and it's for the collective for each and every one of us. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. I hope it supports you in seeing what's happening this week, what's coming, what's unfolding, what's developing, and all of that. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here, and thank you all for your support. And I would like also to convey my best wishes to you all, each and every one of you. And special wishes for those who are having birthdays. Happy birthdays. I hope you have a wonderful time. Best wishes for you. Those of you who are having any occasions like engagements, marriages, graduations, I wish you the best in everything you do. And those of you who are going through hard times, mourning and grieving others, going through a troubled time, I want to convey my best wishes to all of you and hope everything goes well for you. So the positive and the negative. Sometimes we forget to talk about the negative, which we should always. All right, my dear viewers, I've talked enough. Now let us begin with the first message. For the collective, I'm going to cut it. And here it is. It says play. So it says, don't go working too hard and get a burnout. Try to take time out and play, have fun, do something enjoyable. I'll read it very quickly. It says, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, happiness, joy, laughter will lift your energy so that you will return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. Very important, taking time out and enjoying. Now I'm going to take two messages from this deck and I'll be cutting twice. Flexibility is needed, very important, especially when there are new changes, and focus is needed also when there are new changes happening. And yes, focus is needed with change. This is about completion. To complete a chapter, you've got to be very flexible. You can't be, you can't be rigid. You've got to be open-minded. You've got to be more flexible to put an end successfully to something. And the focus is about all the change that's going to be transpiring, taking place. Make sure that you are focused well. Let's have a look at some tea leaves to give us some more perspective about everything here. Okay, we've got the dolphin, we've got the fly, which I can't stand, we've got the dolphin, which I adore, and we've got an older woman. Is there anything else? There's two more. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, the fly, the reason I don't like flies is because they're to do with illnesses and depression and all of that stuff. A period of ill health and depression. Make sure that you are taking care of your health in every way. Hygiene is very important here, very important. And a period of ill health and depression, you might be going through it, maybe due to some issues, which actually I shouldn't put it there, I'll just put it over here. Now the axe shows, okay, force is working against you, but the axe is also about endings, putting an end to something that is really ending, and that's connected to the flexibility. You need to be flexible and not so set in your ways when you are ending something, so that you can have the success and transcend and move forward with progress. Very important. An older person, it could be a woman or it could be just an older person that you are going to be dealing with or having a relationship with, that's there. And then we've got the dolphin, which is about abundance, happy, joyous, intelligent someone entering your life, or a period of that entering your life. It's about financial gain, and it is about something to do with a lot of abundance. According to the tea leaf, it says financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay, so we'll put that one there to cover the fly. And then we've got January. January could be in regard to someone that is, it could be about timing, January 2027, and it can also be about someone that's got Aquarius or Capricorn or Aquarius in them. Okay, so that's very important. All right, that explains that. Now I'm going to take two messages from another deck to see what else. Cutting twice. There's the death, the ending that I was talking about. Endings, transformations, endings, and new beginnings, the truth for the collective. Okay, so it shows that after the ending, there's going to be a lot of blessings a lot of blessings are coming in your life. Extraordinary, nurturing blessings, fulfillment, and abundance coming your way with the Empress. But once this ending takes place, a great new beginning emerges, and you are overwhelmed with a lot of blessings pouring into your life and getting your wishes achieved and your dreams. So there's going to be a lot of gratitude after an ending. Very interesting. So that's why you need to be flexible so that you can put an end to this ending without any complications. And after that, you are going to be rewarded big time. Okay, so now we move on to the next level, which is this deck here. We're going to take 2 messages from this deck, cutting twice. Cutting once only, actually. Just once for the collective, Monday to Thursday. And when I say that, one usually comes up. I love that. The next one. So we've got incredible. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of prosperity. The never-ending prosperity begins. And it's going to give you so much glory, this beginning of prosperity. And then, hand in hand, you could be starting with someone and being very prosperous if you're starting a business. The light, which is the sun, will be shining in your path, bringing you so much happiness, so much radiance, so much success, and so much glory. Someone wonderful changes your life completely. A lot of healing comes with the sun. A lot of abundance comes with the sun. This is so connected to this. That's why you are going to be in so much gratitude for what's coming. A lot of gratitude coming your way for a situation that is going to be glorious, that's going to give you so much to be grateful for, and absolute gratitude is all over the place. So that's really incredible. Okay. Right, now we move on to the next level. Actually, I'll put the sun here. And this over here. The next one is 2 messages from this deck. The truth for everyone. I'll be cutting only once for 2 messages. So there's the first one, the truth. And then we've got the second one, the moon. Okay, so the moon is about revelations. Hidden factors are coming to light. Money that's been lost will be found. It's about fleeing funds, unknown source, being guided to find where this money is going. There's going to be a shift in your careers. Maybe some of you are going to be doing odd jobs, night shifts, part-time. Some of you could be working, night shift. Okay, so the moon is about revelations. A lot of truth is going to be revealed, and that's going to help you see your way to what is the best course of action, how to move forward. The feather is incredible. It's about abundance and easy money that's coming to you. It could be a windfall, play the lotto or the lottery. It could be a golden gift. But it is about easy money, and it is about abundance. Divine intervention in your money at the same time for that easy money. So divine intervention, that's when I say, again, play the lotto or the lottery. And we've got the card of abundance here also, don't forget. So that means there is abundance coming to the collective. So play the lotto or the lottery, or have a look at your money reading and see what your money reading is talking about. Okay, now moving on. And we got the abundance with the dolphin. Some of you will be doing very light work. Some of you are going to be doing air-related work, dealing with airports and flying and travel. Some of you are going to literally travel, and some of you will be undecided and will be taking your time and not making any decisions, perhaps. Okay, so that's that one. And now I'm going to take 2 messages from another deck to see what else do you need to know for this week, my dear viewers. Okay. Wow, we got 1. Strategy is needed, and something has reached to its end, and it's time for it to end. It looks like to me. And it's a stalemate with this chase. It's not strategies implemented. It's actually a stalemate where you reach to the end, and it's like the 2 of Swords, and there's nothing more you can do. You've done your best. You've put all your effort into it, and now it's like there's no way out. It's over. It's just, there's delays and tactics. Everything is blocked. And it could be in regard to a situation that someone refuses to compromise. There's issues here, and they need healing, and they need time, maybe 6 weeks or 6 months from now, but it's something coming to an end where they're talking about an end here. The change is overwhelming. It's all over the place. We've got the change again. It says the good thing about this change is that you will be centered and you're integrating. You're integrating with opposite forces, like some of you, not everybody, with opposing forces that are flowing. So ultimately, you are going to feel a sense of completion when something ends. See the endings? All this is about endings. And that's why they're saying be flexible, because some of you are going to be dealing with some competing someone or an opponent that's very competitive. But there is that feeling of complete. Once it's over, you will feel a lot of relief. You will feel a feeling that's just right, and well-being and awareness. Your awareness is going to heighten. This is going to bring on a lot of change, and you are planning to move forward. Both of these are connected. This is connected to the Chinese year of the snake and June, the stalemate. Snake, healing, love, and June. It's connected to 6 weeks from now. This is connected to the Chinese year of the dragon, change, and May, 5 weeks from now, also timing. Okay, now that's that. The next thing is clarification. Let's clarify, starting with the Ace of Pentacles, this incredible beginning of abundance that's coming. The prosperity, what is it all about? Okay, first and foremost, there's going to be news that's going to give you the go-ahead to move forward. The truth is going to help you know the truth and know where you stand. This is very much connected to the moon, because the moon is, and there is something spiritual that's going to take place. A spiritual event is taking place also. This news could be about something that might happen all of a sudden. This could be news about something spiritual that might take place. There could be someone getting ill, somebody having something. There could be a passing also. Some of you, not everybody's going to go through that. Now, this could be connected to Aries, someone that might have Aries in them. This can also be connected to the Emperor is about power. You are going to be empowered. You'll know where you are, where you stand. Once this truth is revealed and you get this news, you're finally finding out everything about your course of action, how to move forward. There could be an offer that you can't refuse also. This offer is an offer of authority. It gives you power. So it's going to be hard to refuse. We'll see what that happens. This is in regard to the beginning of prosperity. It could be this offer that you won't be able to refuse. Let's have a look at the sun and what the sun will do for you, mighty viewers. The sun for everyone. It's destiny. It's bringing you happiness, abundance. It's also bringing you possibly a soulmate. I'll take that. At a time where something ends. You see that ending? I was going to do that next. Now I was going to do this and then the ending. So at a time where something's ending and you're feeling really sad, I'll take that too. And there is a great new beginning destined for you. A new lease of life. At a time where you're feeling miserable, destiny is going to intervene. Something ends and you're feeling grieving the loss of someone. Either way, if somebody's passing or somebody leaving, something is coming to an end without a doubt. You need to be flexible. You need to heal yourself, and you will. Destiny is going to intervene and bring you a great soulmate. A great soulmate. Soulmate is entering your life where that you will heal together. You will become strong together. There is a lot of fortune here also. Great fortune coming your way. And this person could be the one that might propose an idea, that might give you a proposal or a proposition. Maybe it's that job to do with the Emperor, somebody that might have Aries in them. There could be Scorpio here also. The sign of Scorpio, very strong. Not very strong, but strong. And destiny is about the sun, the light, and getting a lot of dreams and wishes come true. That's what this is all about. And it's also to do with the feather, because the feather, what the feather does, I'll just put it like that. The feather gives you all that divine intervention and possibly fortune, because they're saying easy money and abundance. And easy money, abundance are the blessings that are pouring in. That's very important to know. A lot of blessings are pouring in. That they're pouring in maybe due to all the fortune and the luck that's coming from the Wheel of Fortune. And of course, gives us the Four of Wands, the sun, giving you all the glory that you truly deserve, and so forth. And that is magnificent. Okay, so that is great. And the sun. Okay, that's the end of that. Now let's have a look at the Four of Wands, I think. Is it? Okay, we did 1 and 2 and 3. Now we're gonna go through the death card and see what the death card is all about. This ending a new beginning. Right, wishes and dreams come true when something ends. There could be the leaving of someone, or this could be for someone. That's air energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Have a look at your reading. You'll know who you're reading for the month of May, so that you know what's going on. Especially if you are dealing with an air energy, or if you are an air energy yourself. There is the leaving, there are challenges, but something is ending in your life. Air energy is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The ending could be with someone that's got air energy in them, but a lot of wishes and dreams are coming true, and that's very important. Wishes and dreams coming true, establishing your wishes when something challenging happens, and when it's a situation of leaving somebody moving forward, or you leaving someone. It could be all of that, any of those. Okay, so that explains that. Now let's have a look at some more messages from this other deck. Here we go, 2 messages from this deck. I'll cut twice. No, I'll cut once only for 2 messages. Okay, so 1 is out. Very soon someone wonderful is entering your life. Very, very soon. Deception will be over, especially those of you who are dealing with things that are deceptive, or people that are not being themselves, wearing a self mask. That's going to be over. That's coming to an end. You know, it's amazing. Just now I did Pisces, and this came out for Pisces. So if you have Pisces and you're dealing with a Pisces, have a look at this. It came deception twice. That's why I say I remember it. It wasn't once. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. There is deception going on. Very soon that's going to end, because I can see deception is going to be revealed and there'll be ending. Very soon someone wonderful enters your life. Clearly you have to be healed and know where you stand or what you want before this person comes. No matter what happens at the end of the day, a soulmate is imminent, destined. You're getting a soulmate. It is destined for you. Where is it? Here it is. See? So no matter what happens, you are destined to be with your soulmate, and they're on their way to you. Very rare it could be a twin flame. I think it could be a twin flame, but for some, it will be a soulmate. Okay, maybe for the majority it will be a soulmate, and for some it will be a twin flame. And there you go. That's very important. Okay, moving on to the last level before the Chinese cookies. I want to do messages from the heart, your heart, somebody else's heart. What's being said, what hasn't been said, what's being thought about and not said. Okay, here we go. Let's see, what are the messages for the collective? Because there's a lot of you. Now, here we go. It says, wow. I am focused on healing myself. And that was about healing here. Where was it? There was healing somewhere. The fly and illness and healing. I am focused on healing myself. So we've got that. I am not emotionally available right now. Not ready to be in any relationship. I hope you haven't moved on. Somebody wants to come back to someone. But the thing is about this one, not emotionally ready. When the soulmate comes, all that changes. You deserve more than I can give you. You deserve more than I can give you. That's someone coming to terms with that it's over. They can't give more. Let me take you out on a date. This is someone wonderful that's looking forward to getting to know you, or you them. Let me take you out on a date. That's wonderful. Okay, could be the soulmate or the twin flame saying that also. Finally, the Chinese cookies. Let's see what they've got to tell you. We got one. Is there another one? Is there a possibility of another one that turns over? Yes. Okay, let me have a look. Okay, so the first one says there are twists and turns. Carefully made plans could be thrown out of the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Pay attention to this so you can be prepared and not get surprised. Because we do have the axe there. Okay. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with the upheaval. There is going to be upheaval. I saw that with the fly, the axe. and also being flexible because something is ending, and it could be ending all of a sudden. Care is required. Guard yourself against deception. Again, deception. What's going on? If this came out twice, the word deception for Pisces, now in the collective reading, deception twice again. I'll just put it up here so you can see it. Deception and deception. You see that twice? Guard yourself against deception. There's some deception that's going to be revealed. That's why we have the moon here. Revelations of the deception. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. Be very careful. There's all these warnings because there's things that maybe plans are going to be thrown out of the way because of all this that's happening, and it's to do with all this deception. My goodness. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm also the bearer of the truth. You got to know that sometimes the truth can be painful for all of us. I am part of the collective. So each and every one of us, we just have to, I always like to know the truth simply because when you know the truth, you never get a shock. You're always prepared. You're on your guard. If anything happens, you know, okay, I knew something like this was going to happen. What shall I do next? I know you can't be rational at a time when things like that happen, but especially deception, it kills. I know that. Kills the heart. But you've got to be prepared because now it's showing all over the, especially those of you who've got Pisces in you. Have a look at Pisces reading. Which reading? Yeah, general reading for May. Okay, it's going to be uploaded soon. I just did it this week sometime. It should be uploaded sometime, maybe next week. Next week probably will be uploaded if you have Pisces and if you're dealing with a Pisces. Otherwise, just be on your guard. If whatever is ending. Also, oh my God, the same thing I said to Pisces. I just realized it because they got the soulmate. And this is something that's distant. Karma's ending something and bringing on a soulmate. So whatever you were in, this relationship you were in, that's ending, if it's a relationship or even a work situation or a partnership and business, it's about ending. It's coming to an end. And you need to be flexible and open-minded to know that it's a blessing in disguise because a soulmate is coming. Even in business, a soulmate, you would do better. You will thrive together and work well and make profits. Relationship or non-relationship, a soulmate is great. And there's a lot of fortune and luck coming with the soulmate. So remember that because that's very important. And now I'll say that's the end of the reading. I wish you blessings. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. A lot of love and light to each and every one of you. Namaste.